I remember I tried to get on unemployment once. Did not work. It was pretty tough. Wait times were horrible. Um, it felt horrible trying to get on unemployment because I know I could get a job. It's not that hard. Well, it is kind of hard. I take that back because what is hard about it is getting a job that you want. Like you're like, oh, I want to work here. I have these skills. I'm interested in doing this job. It's like people go out and try to get that job immediately. Sometimes people don't think wisely to go into the position that can upgrade into that role, but it's like something different. Like like a nursing assistant into a freaking doctor or nurse practitioner, right? Or a data analyst into a into a programmer. Like you start small, you get that little certification, and then you can learn and you'll make okay money, you make survivable money. You're like 40 grand, 50 grand. That's good for like you and a spouse. Then once you have like one, two kids, you want to get to like 50, 60, 70 grand range. Ideally, three kids, you want like 90 grand in the household type of deal. Um, yeah, like, but just what you get paid on unemployment is like horrible, and what am I looking for on my chain? Yeah, it can help you survive, but like, it's like you're not really going anywhere with that. Hold on, let me pause this.
And they said they wanted
Skirt.
gold and began.
Hope they don't copyright that for like background music. That would suck. But yeah, like I saw what I'd be getting on unemployment. I was like, yo, that's insane. I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? Like that's nothing. I'm better off like getting a job and that's like super easy for something an hour to around while I'm there. I'm like learning something or whatever. But anyways, where I was originally going with that is, if you're on unemployment, like unless you're completely complacent and being at that pay rate of like $1,500, $1,200, surviving off of like other people and begging, you're just perfectly fine. Maybe you just go to the library and read. And all you really need to do is just pay your rent. Well, maybe unemployment might work for you, right? Because that's free. The library is free. But a lot of things in this world cost money, unless you have credit. But even then, it still costs money. Oh, and if you have credit card debts, always, and you get fired or quit your job before getting, if you're gonna quit your job, you should always have a new job lined up. Even if it's a job that you're not getting paid the same amount at, like, I gotta stop touching my cats and rubbing my eyes. Man. If you're gonna work a job and then you wanna quit because of bad management and you can't just get over some other person, like, so what you're hating, bro? Like, listen to like that's when like rap music and like famous people come in handy. Like your haters are some of your bigger supporters. And when people who just randomly hate on you, often I feel personally like those people just feel threatened. And if people feel threatened, that means you're doing something good because you're taking away from them in the world of competition. But there's competition because there's a lot more competition. And think there's a lot more competition now, but there's a lot more jobs and roles being available. Yes, there's more people being born, so the population, like rate of growing is going down, but innovation's going up. So, there's more and more things being taken care of. So we kind of don't need those jobs, but there's still a lot of jobs out there, right? And the main thing about unemployment is just people just can't work these jobs. They're disabled, don't want to work, literally can't work these jobs, or aren't educated enough to work these jobs. And you gotta know, right? Some people just don't want to put that much time into teaching you. Like I remember I had this hotel job and they were like, yo, 3 days orientation, get out. You got 90 days, don't mess up. If you feel like you're doing something wrong, ask, keep it pushing. hopefully you make it. And after that, then we'll cut you some slack. And a lot of jobs are like, even this is like that. The door-to-door industry is not like some sales crap anymore. It's like legit work, bro. Like there's rules, there's laws you gotta pass by, there's licenses you have to sell stuff, certifications you have to sell stuff. Like people think like solar salesmen just come up and like there's just some rinky-dink kid we got off the streets. No, you can't. You have to be licensed, certified, background check, no DUIs, no felonies. What else they tell me? No theft charges. Like you gotta be legit. Like it's not like a CDL. Anyone could get a CDL. Don't fall asleep at the wheel, and if your manager's tripping, report him for not letting you take your 3.5-hour breaks. Like, drive safe. You know what I mean? Come on. So I don't know you speed racing to the cash anyways. Money, people people be like, money ain't real. Money was created by the government. When people say money ain't real, those are some nature people. Those are animals. You're talking to a human, but you're talking to a human animal, not a intelligent, conscious human being, in my opinion. Unless it's just your boy fucking around or your friend fucking around. But yeah. Unemployment is a nice stepping stool, a safety net, There's like those ancient pictures of like, God and the white people's God. White people, no offense. But, I had to put that out there for a certain audience so that it can resonate with me because I sound very educated and some people give me shit for it. Or people used to give shit for being educated. I'm sorry, I used to get bullied for being a nerd. But I was never really bullied. They just, talk shit and it'd be annoying. Like, shut your smart ass up. I'm like, all right. And then they'd be like, oh, but looks ain't gonna get you everywhere. Okay, but I got both. So what's wrong with that? Right? But where was I going? What was I saying? Oh yeah, education is power. Money is power, but education is always power. Because someone with money, with no smarts, will happily pay someone with the smarts. And then someone with money and smarts has a lot of power and they can easily help out the people with no money and no smarts. And that's why I like to say is chase your dreams, Sid. It's true. Your dreams can come true. Dang, this is long. It's gonna take forever to upload. But yeah, still doing the solar stuff. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm making my difference, putting my big impact back because, God really does do Judgment Day and we all kind of burn, right? But, I just think that's nature, right? In my opinion, Judgment Day that people prophesized back then, it's just climate change in the future because, that's when we had fire and oils. And then everyone was scared of fire because fire just burns down everything. It's beautiful. You can use it to create, but untamed, it just destroys everything. So, people being saved is like the story that one of my family friends, Grandma Pat, told me was when she died and came back to life, then died again. She was risen in a beam of light and everyone below was burning, right? And I feel like she had this dream or had this vision when she first passed away, but she came back to life or went to her coma. It was because she was showing like, hey, it's time to leave that past life behind. They're going to be succumb to the world and you're going to be moving on, transcending into your next conscious journey. Like Russell likes to say, you guys know Russell, the European guy with the long hair. He'll pop up on your YouTube eventually, especially if you watch my videos. Then you probably watch his videos and I popped up, or you watch my videos, now he's going to pop up. But hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below for more clarification. Anything you want me to touch on, but Google, Bing, Yahoo. Okay.